Hey, what's up, guys? Jeff with Ox Auto Wraps here. We just finished wrapping the full front end on this in this beautiful 2019 Nismo 370. It's wrapped with 3M Scotch Guard Pro Series. Shout out Aerotech for supplying it. And we get a lot of questions on the whole process, not just how long does it take, but how do you go about doing it? And there's many ways to go about it, but you have to make sure your prep is spot on, and you have to make sure you have the right tools. Just like with anything else, if you don't have the right tools, it's going to be a lot difficult. So we'll go kind of through our prep and show you what kind of tools we use and our kind of our whole little system. All right, here we are, guys. So what we're going to start out with is essentially the prep phase. So what we have here is, you want to make sure your car is clean, free of any debris. A lot of the times they go through polish. You got to make sure all of that is out. It's clean and 100%. So what we start with is a nice pH balanced car soap, and this one we get it from our local retailer here, but it's ready for the foam cannon stuff. It's pH balanced and it works really well. Highly dilutable. We've gotten a lot of washes out of this, so you want to just maximize your product. I know it's pinching pennies, but in a business, you sometimes have to do that. So now what we also like to use is a good hydrophobic wax. There's all kinds of different manufacturers of waxes out there, but you want to use a good hydrophobic wax, and it just helps that film just kind of slide on the paint surfaces. And also you might be able to see things afterwards. After you wax it, you might see something here, something there. You might want to let the customer know. So get yourself a good wax, and really take care of your prep. Another thing for prep is a lot of people, they use, I just have a tool here just to kind of show you, but an air compressor, getting in those tight crevices, getting all the little dust out. Now you want to make sure if you blow it out, do that first, because then you might be blowing stuff out to your freshly washed and waxed finish. We also use tack rag sometimes. I don't have to explain what a tack rag is so much, but this stuff works really well. It does get a little bit of residue on your fingers, but this stuff picks up dust and lint really well. So get yourself some good tack rags and just keep a spare and keep it clean. Keep it in a nice Ziploc, even though it's in this package. Just keep your things clean. Another thing we use as far as prep is our clay mitt. And you can use a clay bar. That's fine. That works well. They're just a little smaller. This one, it also comes with the microfiber backing on it. And it's a large surface area. And this one, this is a brand new one, but we get a lot of jobs done with one mitt. Works really well. Like I said, the prep is really key to a good install. Last part of the prep is the alcohol. We like to use the alcohol to just get even a deeper cleaning, especially under the hoods and the little crevices, the fenders and whatnot. Removes a lot of the solvents and waxes, and you just want to make sure your car is really good and prepped. Okay, moving on to some of the tools we use for our solutions. Here we have our, and we like to just kind of color code things. That way, you pick it up, you know what it is, you know where to use it for. This we use for our tack solution. It's a alcohol, isopropyl alcohol, 70% isopropyl alcohol and water mix. This one we usually use the orange, bottles for our slip solution, and we use the baby shampoo with distilled water as well, and it's for the slip solution. Another thing that we've just started using, which works really well as well, especially if you're like me and your hands cramp up. I shouldn't be saying this at 32 years old, but my hands cramp up sometimes. Is this wand sprayer, and this one works really well. One, because you press a button and it starts to come out. You see that? And it, in my opinion, it does atomize it a little bit better, and it just gets the film and the body, the paint, the panels that we're putting on the film really nice and wet. Next, let's talk about some of our installation tools, guys. You can see here that we have various tools, various sizes, and some by 3M, some by Fusion tools, and you can kind of see some are a little more rigid than others. You just want to kind of gauge if you're in a deep recess, some of these, bend a lot more. But, there's different types of squeegees. Find which one works well for you and which one do you like. We really like using some of these right here. They all work, and, just different situations, you're going to want to use different squeegees. You have the big one. These are kind of the same here, but just different sizes, different strengths. And you want to make sure they're always pretty fresh. Sometimes they get a little bit too soft. Here we have our different blades. We have an Olfa here and an NT cutter here. Shout out Yellow Tools. We keep this in our apron here because you always want to have a fresh blade. It'd be the worst if you go and cut something and it doesn't cut through or it's choppy. Keep a blade cage on you. Yellow Tools has a lot of great ones. There's different manufacturers out there, but just keep one on you. So here we have a couple of our different wrap gloves, finishing the job, and these help. You go with sometimes on the edges with a heat gun, with your wrap gloves, or even some of these paddles, the suede. Some of these have the buffers on them. Just helps to kind of lock in that film and also eat up some of that moisture. As well with the microfiber towels. Now you want to definitely use microfiber towels, especially during your process too. Wipe off all the water, see what you got going on. Of course, the apron here, we get this from Aerotech as well. Shout out Aerotech. Has a lot of different pockets. They work really, really well. It's adjustable size. I have one on right here. So when you're on the job, you're doing something, you don't have to go around. You have your paddle right here. If you need your wrap gloves right here. I keep usually my blade right here. I would have my blade cage, but it's sitting on the table. And sometimes I do like to even keep a Sharpie, but not necessary. Moving forward, we have your heat gun. Just do your edges, finish it off with a wrap glove, finger, or your different paddles there. Now we'll come over here. Now this is kind of just like not necessarily installation, but things that we've found that helped us a lot. You got your masking tape. You're gonna need some scissors every now and then, cut some custom door cups or just kind of trim things up. We have these portable lights that they're actually on a stand, and we'll show you the stand right now. I have my chair here. Really like this chair. Sometimes you have to go a little lower, so you got to get on your knees. I do have knee pads myself. Like I said, my knees and joints and stuff hurt. This one is adjustable. The touch, it's snap-on, so it's gonna last you. I know some people are snap-on haters, but whatever. And we also have our pod steamer. We started out sometimes with a little handheld steamer, which works all right, but the pod steamer does shoot out a lot of good steam. Takes a little while to heat up, and I wish they would have a level on it to see how much water you have in there. But, usually fill it up. You can do a whole front end, not much steam. And that really helps just dry things out. You can also use it to clean things out, little crevices and whatnot. But the pod steamer really does help as well. Here we have the stand I wanted to show you guys. We're not going to plug it in, be a little bit too bright. It's adjustable, got it at a local parts store. They break down almost flawlessly. They're really compact. They're really easy to just kind of, in and out. So setup is easy. They're nice and out of the way. They work really well. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe and follow us for alerts at Untitled Chapter.